welcome to the Books and Music Review Show. So, we're here again. Oh, you got something good today. I think the microphone needs to be a little bit up further. Okay, I think that's good. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'll just be over here, that'll be over there. Should actually turn it a little. We could turn this a little bit. How's that? Good? Good. That'll work. That'll just work. That was our disclaimer. I'm going to put something on the screen. So we've done a few different shows about a few different topics. And we did a show about a Thursday night meeting for public speaking. We're going to do another show now. I'm going to start as soon as this little slideshow is over. It's a very, very interesting topic. And the topic, what it's going to be about is, it's a secret. But meanwhile, let me change this screen. Let me change the screen for you. We'll pull it up this way. We'll go down there. Yes, think peace. That's our motto. Think peace. Just think peace. We're pulling up today's show on the computer. If we can get it to work properly. Here you go. Whoops. Meanwhile, I'll tell you, you're watching the Books and Music Review Show. And I'm going to go inside and switch the screen. Oh, that's not the screen. That's the screen. Okay. So there you go. That's the screen. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to turn the computer around to me so that I can tell you the things that I want to tell you. You don't have to see it on the screen. I'm actually going to read it to you, which is good. I am thankful to God that I can read because it makes such a huge difference in my life. If you can't read, if you write to me, I'll let you know where the tutors are. You actually can get some free tutoring in our city. Need reading help. Also, you can get tutoring if you don't speak English, they have special classes to help you speak English. They are also free. Any information you want, just write to me. So let me start. Let me start and tell you what I'm going to tell you. What the topic is. I'm going to talk about no contact. Have you ever heard the term no contact? What does it mean to go no contact? And why do you want to do that? Once you've discovered, we're talking about really toxic individuals. People who are very volatile or dangerous or stuff like that. Once you've discovered that a person or a particular individual is a toxic person, that might be the right time to begin limiting contact. And then very soon after you limit the contact, then you go full no contact. So disclaimer, this is our disclaimer. Oh, did I put the disclaimer on? I don't remember. Yes, I did. Okay, I did. So disclaimer, do only what is safe for you to do. No matter what you hear me say or how emphatic I get, just do only what you know is safe for you to do. Always protect yourself, your own safety, and your family's safety. And if you need professional advice, contact a professional. These videos and these TV shows are for entertainment purposes only. That's why we have the happy guy. See? So smile. Now first, the reasons. There are many reasons why you'd be healthier by using no contact. If you're with a person and you find that you come away from that person all the time, most of the time feeling drained, you have no energy to do anything, even after a short meeting with a person, and then no contact can help you. Good reasons for no contact. When you are with a certain individual and they're constantly putting other people down or putting you down and talking behind people's backs, maligning their character or their reputation, guess what I'm going to say? Okay. Do they question you all the time? When you're with a certain individual, are they constantly asking you questions about others' personal business of other people? For example, they might ask, where does Bill go to work? What time is he coming home? Where is his summer house located? They might ask you personal questions about any and all aspects of a person's life, even though they have no business knowing these things. No contact. When you're with a certain person and that person is constantly telling you where you should go, what you should do, what you should wear, what you should say. Now this is a constant, day after day. This could be a key sign of a narcissistic bully. No contact. When you're with a certain person and they're asking you to get out of the car and go check on someone's mailbox or ring someone's bell because they don't want the person to see them, basically, they want you to help them spy on someone. And this is not healthy. This behavior might be a sign that the person is a narcissistic bully. It might also be a sign that the person that they're asking you to check on has already told them, stay away, go away, leave me alone. It might be a sign. Oh, I see the microphone is slipping down. Oh, is that better? I don't know. This is terrible. I didn't see that slipping down. Okay, that should do. Otherwise, okay. Next, first, do only what's safe for you to do. Never put yourself in a position of danger or questionable experiences. For the beginner who has never gone no contact before, and if you're experiencing being with a person who is constantly bullying you or constantly making demands on you or constantly giving you orders or how to live your life, you might consider going no contact to something called gray wall. You know what the gray wall is? The gray wall is not exactly no contact, but it's really limiting your contact. So, look up online and find out what gray wall is. We're not talking about a wall. We're talking about a wall. Don't you love this show? Saturday at 12:30, tune us in, Verizon, Spectrum. Okay. Save your family and yourself. No contact. The most important tip that I can share with you are 2 words. No contact! I bet you knew what I was going to say. Okay. Have no live phone contact with the person at all. When the person is a bully or a narcissistic bully, use voicemail only, no live contact. See, they can yell at you on the phone. They can bully you on the phone. They can force you to relive past traumas and tragedy on the phone. They can pressure you to do something that you don't want to do on the phone. But on voicemail, they just got to yap and yap and yap and yap and yap. And you don't have to hear them in real time, as they say. If they must contact you by phone, tell them the time to call when you won't be at home, or tell them you will not be available by phone. In other words, do not be available on the phone for their live calls. So when they call, you must leave a voicemail. They must leave a voicemail, and they must, or just hang up. There is no live phone contact. That saves you great stress. And what's another helpful hint? Avoid phoning them. If you believe that you need information from them or need to be on the phone with them, call them only when you know they're not available. Now, I can see some of my friends watching this and like, oh, she's not available. No, this isn't for your friends. This isn't for loved ones. This is for somebody, who's a bully, who's a narcissistic bully, who's a controller, someone who's been haunting you for years and years or whatever. You figured it out that they're actually poisonous to your system. It's for someone like that. It's not for your friends, not for people that you love. Okay, so if you must call them on the phone, call them when you know they're not available or not near a phone, and leave a voicemail instead of leaving a live phone call with them. But seriously, don't be on the phone with them. Don't do it. But only do what's safe for you to do. If you just tuned in, you're watching the Books and Music Review Show, and we don't have a guest today, so got some kind of an informative topic. Use voicemail to your advantage. Leave a voicemail message, a very short one. Do not leave personal information on the voicemail message when you're dealing with a bully or a controller. Never do that. Using a voicemail instead of talking with them directly gives you a record of their abusive nature and words. That's when you let them leave a voicemail. Using voicemail gives you a good reminder of what the person is really like. You hear the tone in their voice, and yet you're not subjected to it at the time when they're actually in their fit of rage or whatever. Do not leave detailed messages on their voicemail, however, because you know what they do. Use your time wisely. You know what? I could use my time wisely right now. Right about now, I could go there into the control room because we're still waiting for having another producer to help on this show. So I'm going to go into the control room and I'm going to put our email up there. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Merry dotes and dozy dotes and little lambs did ivy, a kiddly divey too. Wouldn't you? That might be our theme song. Okay, write us and give us a theme song. Maybe you want to have an original tune. Okay, so there's our email, there's our show. Saturdays, 12:30, and many other times during the week. And use your time wisely. Look at your calendar and make your own schedule before a bully makes it for you. Right? Oh, look at that. I think I got a lot of headroom. I think I can fix that. I'm going to fix that. Wait up. Yes, jack of all trades. A lot of headroom. Let's fix that. Watch me cut my head off. Uh-oh. That's not the camera. That's not the camera. Is it that camera? Is it that camera? No, it's not that camera either. It must be that one. How is this possible? Let's see. That's the one. I don't know if that'll work, but we'll see. Okay, so I just moved the camera a little bit. See if we have less headroom. Well, that's a little better. Just a little. Okay. But the mic went down again. Okay, so there you go. Now, back to using your voicemail. You're going, excuse me. You're going according to your schedule, not theirs. For example, if the narc bully wants to call you late at night, like say you're like sound asleep and they're always calling you, you've told them don't call after a certain time, but they call you anyway, do not run to the phone, do not pass go, do not collect $200, and do not answer their phone call because you're sleeping, right? That's what you told them. So don't answer the phone for them if they're not supposed to be calling. So shut your phone off, take more control of your time rather than having the bully take control of your time. Keep a record of the bully calls. By using voicemail, you're establishing proof. What if nobody has ever heard the narc bully when the narc bully loses her or his temper? Then this might be your opportunity to have proof of the narc bully's aggressive and abusive nature. Transfer their abusive phone messages to a flash drive or a recordable tape because some of them might even consider hacking your computer. So put it on a tape, on a DVD or a CD. Why transfer? If anything happens to your original recording, you have a backup recording. If your computer's hacked, you still have the message. If your computer's stolen or broken or lost, you still have your messages. Always transfer the recordings for safekeeping. Finally, When you realize that gray wall is not effective in protecting you or your family, consider going full, whoops, that's in the way. Consider going full no contact. That is no contact, no phone contact, no email contact, no contact. The method is usually more pleasant and safer and saner than gray wall, which is minimal contact. So why do we even talk about gray wall? Because some people, believe it or not, need to use gray wall because maybe they have a custody situation and they need to talk because a court says you need to talk, or some people have a family member and you need to talk because you're actually living there. But if you need gray wall, do gray wall, but no contact is the best way. First, keep in mind that you should do only what's safe for you to do. If your gut instinct or your prior knowledge or your experience is telling you that something is not safe, then just don't do that. Use your judgment. Next. Variety is the spice of life. Vary your schedule as much as humanly possible. If you have a regular schedule or routine, use your first opportunities to change that schedule and change that routine. The whole way a stalker gains power is by knowing where you are and knowing where you'll be at any given time, or day, or night. So, what about community organizations? If you belong to a community group and your community group puts announcements into the newspapers or into online news sites, insist that your information be left out of that if that makes you feel comfortable. So insist your name's left out and your personal information left out or removed from those notices. Remind the person that your life, your privacy is at stake here, and remind them that a stalker has been lurking around your life. Consider going unlisted. Pay the extra fee and go unlisted from the phone books and from whatever other companies do their listings. Tell the phone company to take your name from all the listings. Gotta have a little humor, right? I know some of you saying that hat is humor. You want to know something? A very, very special person gave me this hat, and I love this hat. I love it, love it, love it. And the lights are not bothering me today, which is fabulous. So tell the phone company to take your name off the listings or have the phone listed in someone else's name. It's legal. Keep it a secret. Stop receiving. Don't receive emails or online notifications from a bully or a narc bully or from a stalker. Do only what's safe for you to do. Excuse me. And you know best. Usually, you know what's best to do or not to do. Only you know, because only you are living the life. Okay, I have to fix this mic. It keeps falling. Let's bring it up here. Tighten it. Okay, I think that's going to do. Although, this should work. If not, we'll adjust it again. That's all. Okay. So, is that working? That should work. I don't know. That might be working. To you! Okay, let me go back. Okay. Tell the bully you're no longer accepting emails and then stick to your decision. In some cases, it might be safer not to tell them. Just avoid opening their emails. Use a special account. Email accounts are usually free, right? So set up your email accounts with different providers and get the free email accounts. Use one account for your loved ones, one for your business. Use a totally different account for the stalker or the bully or the narcissist bully if for some reason you need to get emails from them. I don't know. I have no clue. But just separate your emails. So then you know when you're having stress or you're having a bad day or you're having whatever you're having, you can choose which email to look at. If I was you, I'd just like to have that stalker email account and just don't even look at it. But only do what's safe for you to do. Just contact a security person and ask them about your own situation. Because they might tell you to look at the emails. I don't know. In my case, I don't read the emails. Okay. Use one account for loved ones and one for businesses, one for friends altogether with your loved ones. Use a totally different account for the stalker. Once you've determined that an individual is not a safe individual, you can leave that bully at that email account and tell your loved ones and safe people where your new email account is. And yeah, I know, I hear what you're saying, so they'll find it. Get another one. Get another one. Change it. Change it. Hey, you do what works. Remember, stalker emails, separate accounts. In this way, you can avoid emails from the stalker, bully, abuser. Since the accounts are separate, you can check your regular emails every day if you like, and you won't have to see their nonsense. And you can avoid checking the stalker email. You can check once a month or once a year to accumulate, to get all the rest of your emails. Online, low profile, and social media, don't press like on posts or anywhere online. Let me tell you something. If you go pressing likes, that shows up like everywhere, so you really can't hide from the bully or the stalker. That's why a lot of times somebody might make a comment on a Facebook or something like that, but not press like. For some reason, the likes pop up all over. The comments, they pop up, but not as much as the likes. They're all traceable. And when dealing with a stalker, you don't want to be traceable. If you press like by mistake, go back and delete the like. If you browse anywhere online, do it privately. When registering for email accounts or other accounts, oh my goodness, we got only 8 minutes left, and it's legal to do so. Do not register in your real name once you have a stalker. Best scenario, don't register for anything. You don't need those extra coupons. Don't register. Use public computers rather than home computers and erase your history. Have separate or special email addresses for public websites. See the next slide, which we're going to tell you about. Online invisibility, is that possible? Nothing is perfect, but follow some guidelines. Try to steer clear of advertisements and of sites that have abundant advertising pop-ups. Invest in a virus protector. Some of them are free. Invest in a virus scanner if you can. And never, never, never open an email from a person you do not know. When in doubt, delete the emails. You won't miss anything. I lost the password to an email account once. And I couldn't find it for months and months and months and months and months. And I came back and I finally got the password. And I had 6,000 emails. Yes, I said 6,000 emails. So what do? You go at the top where it says delete. You put the checkbox. It checks 6,000 emails and you press delete. That's what you do. Delete. Trust me, do that. It works. No, don't do anything that's not safe for you to do. And when I contradict myself, make a note, write it down, and do what's safe for you. Use the delete. As we all know, everything is permanent on the net. However, there's no reason to be sloppy or careless about your safety or your privacy. So delete, 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 delete. You know how I go like, Maresy dotes and dosey dotes and alarms. You can go like, Maresy dotes, delete, 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 delete. You go online, you're on Facebook, delete, 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 delete. You're on social media, delete, 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 delete. Maresy dotes and nosy dotes. Why am I being so silly? Because you have to be silly. Because when you've got a stalker or a bully or somebody who's just like a real mean, nasty person, you have to laugh. You have to have humor. You gotta sing. You gotta have some joy in your life. Because if you don't add that to what you've got, you're just gonna be an old sourpuss. That's all. Oh, by the way, you want to know where the Toastmasters meetings are? Let me know. I did talk about Toastmasters, the public speaking meetings, on a different show. And I'll be glad to let you know where they are. Okay, so delete. Delete, delete. In sensitive areas, edit the entry or edit the comment, then delete the entire thing. Again, don't save anything. If you do save on a flash drive. Why edit then delete? I bet you nobody's told you that. So say you make an entry on somewhere, on social media, on Twitter or whatever, and you just go and delete the entry. You know, as you know from reading the papers, if you delete it, it's still not deleted, it's still there. So how about this? Don't delete it. Go to the entry and edit it. Make it all blank. Replace all the words with a few dots or a question mark, and then save it. Now you've got this entry that's just question marks or a few dots. And you go to another, click here and click there and go back to that, and then you delete. So now if they undelete that, even if they undelete it after you've deleted it, all they're going to get is a question mark. I think that works. I don't know. Somebody, one of you computer specialists, write to me and let me know if that works. Because figure this way, can they really save everything, even all the edits and edits and edits? I don't know. Okay, so there are ways that scammers and hackers can access your deleted files. They can use an undelete program. So make it as difficult as possible for the stalkers and the bullies and the hackers to find your entries or comments that you don't want to have out there. So hopefully if you edit a note on your computer and then delete it, somebody undeletes it, they'll come up with the blank edited file. Try that. Or better yet, make a file about Jesus or about God or about peace and put that there and then delete it. And then when they undelete it, they're going to be exposed to your prayers and hopes and dreams and wishes. And, you know, Jesus can help anybody, right? Yes, that wasn't a question, that was a statement. Okay, so consider setting your computer up differently. Create a user for public, for the net, and then create a separate user for your writing or for your offline notes or for offline pictures. Oh no, I have 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So you sign into your online user and your other materials should remain safe and not accessible. Again, nothing's perfect, there's just ideas. What about emails? You know what? I think I'm going to close with this. Let's see. I'm not sure if I can put this back on the screen. Let's see what I can do with this. There's going to be more to this show some other day. You'll hear the rest of it. So let's see. We can do this. Let's do that. There you go. Oh, I'm going to go into the control room. Wait right there. Let's see if we can do that. So it's fun being with you. If you want to know where I get all my good information from, write to us. You have the email address. It's books.musicreview@gmail.com. I hope you had a great show. And tell me what you want the next topic to be about. Well, not the next one, because we do have a lot of shows scheduled already. We have great guests coming up also. Thanks for watching. I have 1 minute and 52 seconds, 42 seconds. Actually, what I can do is many things. I can sing the Star Spangled Banner. I have no voice. Oh, say, can you see? See that? I have no voice. By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed, oh, the twilight's last gleam. I don't remember the words. But how about God Bless America? God bless America. I guess all I'm trying to say is I love America. I respect our flag. I have tears for the men and the women who have died in preservation of our flag and our freedom. And so, if you don't respect America and you don't respect our flag, if you're not patriotic, you're living in America and you don't like America, do not expect to sit here and say that. I might give you a say about something else, but yeah. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? What so proudly we hailed, Come in and send me the words. You're watching the Books and Music Review Show. And we're off air.